Hello everyone, Vidya here again with another Facebook Live. And today our topic is why is optimal mental health more important than physical health? So, if you see on the average, the statistics say that suicide is up 50% for girls aged 12 to 17 since 2019. And it's something similar for boys too. So, this is a taboo topic that many times we don't speak, we don't encourage our kids to speak. And the moment it talks about mental health, people think it's, somebody has some kind of depression or some kind of disorder. There's a lot of taboo related to that, and people are made to feel that they have done something very wrong or a crime when when they come up with mental health. But from RTT perspective, which is rapid transformational therapy that I work on, I've done more than 200 sessions. And what I see is even physical issues like migraines, cancer, hemorrhoids, constipation, IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, is all some kind of physical manifestation of our emotional issues. Like I had a client, a 21-year-old girl who had loose motions for many years now, and we did a session on that, and it all went back to, as a child she went through a lot of trauma. So the two reasons, as first of all, a child cannot take a lot of emotional pain compared to an adult. So when the emotional pain is unbearable, the mind then gets the pain converted into physical pain, which was in the form of loose motions for her. The other thing is for the child, again, emotional issues don't get validated, but when they physically fall sick, there's people validating it for them. So we saw very clearly that as a child, since a child, she was not allowed to express herself because she had a very traumatic childhood of abuse and a lot of other trauma. So the only way she could survive in that family was to suppress her emotions. So when she was suppressing her emotions, her body couldn't take it anymore, and that's the reason it was releasing the emotions in the form of a loose motion. So when your kids have physical issues, the other thing I see parents, and even as we as adults, when we have a physical issue, we go straight to the doctor. We don't negotiate with the doctor. Like if a doctor says you need to do surgery or if you need to do something, and even if you don't have insurance, you actually don't think twice. You pay for it. So when there is a pain, tooth pain or anything, we go to the dentist. So when there's physical pain, we take action. But when it comes to mental health, I have some clients of mine, parents telling, that I can't spend this money on my sessions with them. So I say that instead of waiting for this emotional issue, mental health, to get manifested as physical health, and then you end up paying the doctors, and imagine the kind of pain that your child goes through. Instead of that, prevention is better than reaction. So take initiative now. Get your child to talk about it. Create a safe space to talk, first of all, right? Even these kind of issues, a lot of times, even as a kid, I was told that I'm overthinking, and many times kids are not able to validate their true feelings, their emotional issues, the mental health issues. So first thing as parents is for us to provide a safe space for them to come and tell us. And when they come and tell us, as a parent, make sure that you're listening to them. You're not snubbing them, you're not rejecting their feelings, you're not dismissing their feelings. Instead, listen to them patiently and tell them, yes, I get it. I validate what you've gone through, what you're going through, and let's get help. So first, ensure that the feelings are validated, because the moment you dismiss the feelings, the child, first of all, will not know what to do. Second, then they will resort to cutting themselves or eating disorders, or the child's mind will come up with migraines, other physical issues. Like this client of mine had loose motion, to release these emotions and validate these feelings. So first, important as a parent, talk about mental health, tell them it's okay to go through any kind of mental health issues, whether it's depression or anxiety attacks, or just even lack of focus or procrastination, which I work a lot with teenagers now. Procrastination is also a disease. It's not because the child is lazy or the child doesn't want to focus or study. It's because genuinely the child has some issues, some beliefs that it's formed, where the fear of failure is more painful, the fear of not doing something. Most of the time, the procrastination is because of that. There's a pain associated with doing something, so the mind takes away the pain by not allowing you to do it. So even procrastination, don't take it lightly. If your child is not focusing, if your child is not eating, there's definitely something deeper than what you think. So again, as I said, the most important is to get more comfortable with these kind of uncomfortable situations and questions and talk. So provide that safe space for your kids, because think of it this way: if you don't provide a safe space, where would they go for it, right? So provide them the safe space, validate, listen to them patiently. Don't start comparing your life and saying, what, at your age, I didn't go through this. Why are you guys going through this? No. We are in an age where there is so much exposure, there's so many things happening. So as teenagers, as kids, they don't know what coping mechanisms. That's why they get into social media, addictions, gaming, body image issues. So validate the feelings. And the third is tell them, let's get help. Getting help for mental health is more important than physical health. I can't stress this enough. A few months ago, my son's college, university, there was a kid who committed suicide, his classmate. It is all because the university neither provided some kind of counseling or some kind of awareness for the child to come up, open up. And I don't know what was with the parents' challenges that they were not able to provide that. But just by spreading this, just by sharing this and talking to even just not your own kids, but other teenagers that you know, other kids you know, tell them to open up, that they don't have to suffer in silence. All the adults, a majority of the adults that I work with have all gone through some kind of abuse or trauma as a child. Until today, the issues they have relates to that. And they think that they are unique because only they have suffered it. But actually, in that way, we are all same because we've all gone through these issues. The only challenge is we don't speak about it as a child. So they never got a chance to speak to their classmates or speak to other people their age to realize that everybody else was going through the same issue. So ensure that the child is able to speak up, because it's most important from a mental health perspective, and it is not taboo. It is very, very relevant. And get help. Getting help, get a professional help is so important. Don't go through Google, don't go through what others say, because what works for one need not work. Mental health is very, very unique. So you need to go to the right professional. And again, talk therapy here doesn't really work, because when you take a child who's already got trauma to talk therapy, they keep talking about the same thing again and again, and they're reliving the trauma. So it's going to do more damage than talk therapy. So what we do in RTT is very, very different, where we don't talk. We go in a typical session, we go straight to the root cause of the issue, find the root cause of whatever issue, the mental health issue the child has, remove the root cause, and then create a powerful new programming through an audio recording that the child listens to at least a month. So this where we are removing what is inside, removing the old. It's like a mind is like a computer. So you're deleting old files, glitches, and everything, and and updating the mental software of your child. So the best thing that you can give your child is that safe space. And if you recognize that they have any kind of issues, OCDs, anxiety attacks, eating disorders, body image, bullying, anything related to mental health, please get professional help. So that's all from me for today. If there's any questions, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please, I'm happy to answer that for the next couple of minutes. Okay, so I hope you understood the importance of mental health and how to take care of your child's mental health. So my last advice is stop talking at your children and start talking with them. Yeah. So provide a safe space for them to reach out to you, to express what they're feeling, and then together validate their feelings, allow them to feel that they have trusted you and they've come up to you and they've done the right decision, and definitely seek professional help. That's it from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.